I am Pump Squatch, hello and welcome to something that's a little bit different on the channel. So if you are on the channel within the past 30 days or so, you probably are aware that I made a bet with you Squatchkins to where if I did not upload one video every single day for the entire month of July, then I would put on the Pikachu ears that have been haunting me for the majority of this channel's lifetime. Even though that they've kind of faded to obscurity, but still, I have made a bet to where if I lost it, I would wear those Pikachu ears for an entire live stream, no matter how long. Thankfully, I didn't have to do that because I won the bet, but still, I have some things that I want to share about what I learned, some things that I kind of gained in doing that month of uploading every single day, and kind of some realizations that I've had. So I wanted to share these with you guys because I feel like it's very important, very interesting information to consider. So without further ado, Squatchkins, let us get into it. So first thing I learned, uploading every single day can be a chore. It can be a very big ordeal that cuts into your own personal time and to the time that you have to use and spend with those around you. And it is not to be underestimated, it's not to just be understated, because yeah, it eats up a lot of time. Recording the video, like recording the footage takes what, maybe an hour, hour and a half on some occasions. It could take a while to record the footage, but then editing the footage takes an even longer time. And when you're uploading pretty much on a daily basis, that can turn into something that takes up the majority of your day, because I've noticed for just 1 hour of footage, I could expect 2 hours worth of editing. And that's only because I've been doing this for a few years, so I've grown comfortable with picking out the things that I want to use and want to do. Because when I first started uploading videos, it would not be uncommon for me to spend, 2-3 hours editing a half-hour piece of footage. Just a half hour, 30 minutes. 3 hours worth of editing, and that was not uncommon, and there were multiple reasons behind that, but the fact of the matter is, editing takes most of the time. That is a fact. Editing videos takes most of your time when uploading to YouTube, when uploading to this channel. Well, that should be a given, right? Well, it's not always that obvious, and when you finally realize this, when you finally learn this, you're like, wow, that is a very time-consuming thing, and it is. It is something that you have to accept if you're going to be uploading videos to the internet as a hobby. And it's very important to know that, because you need to kind of gauge your time. And I'm not the best at gauging time. I kind of suck at gauging my own time. And it became very hard to do that, and it was not the easiest thing to do. As a result, I have also been thinking of some other things I'm going to be telling about in the video as we go on. One of those things is that it's important to take a break. It's important to take your time to yourself, time to spend with others around you. If you're like me, then you have people in your life you want to make sure that you spend time with, that they feel like they matter to you, and it's very difficult to do that when you're on such a short time schedule, when you're on such a strict schedule to do something. And uploading every day, that takes so much time, that leaves you with little other time to fit everything else into it, and you have to make a lot of sacrifices. And a lot of big name YouTubers, they'll tell you they had to make sacrifices to get where they are, and I see that even more so now than ever before. Merc Music, for example. He is somebody who's a very big Call of Duty YouTuber. He's a memer. He makes a lot of Call of Duty memes, and he engages in a lot of that. He uploads like 3, 4, maybe 5 times a week, maybe on a good week. And he himself stated he had to give up a lot of things to get to where he is. He had to give up times with friends. He had to give up certain holidays. He had to give up a lot of things in his personal life that I have no doubt affected his relationship with numerous people. And it's not easy. It is very difficult to do that, because you're saying, I have to give up this time with people who are important to me, and that's hard. That's very hard. You have to gauge things so hard. It's like your schedule does a complete flip. It's on its head. It's not easy to kind of deal with that. And if you can't deal with that, this whole thing of uploading videos is going to be a lot harder for you. And that's just probably one of the most important aspects of what I learned from uploading 30 days straight, because it was not easy. I would upload things at about multiple nights. I wouldn't finish editing things till like half an hour before midnight, and I would have to upload it that same night, and it wouldn't finish uploading till like sometimes 2 in the morning, depending on the length of the video. And it's never an easy compromise, because that's the thing. It's always a compromise. So taking a break is very important. Otherwise, you will get burnt out. You will start to feel obligated to do it, and you will start to hate doing that every single moment. So it's important to take a break, so you could get that time with the people you care about. Get that time to yourself. Get that time to just unwind and say, I'm not obligated to do this today. I can take the day for myself to relax, to unwind, and that time is immensely important. Just pick and choose your time wisely. You're always going to need to balance it between doing the work and taking your time for yourself to relax, taking your time to unwind. Simple as that. It sounds simple, but it's not that easy because it's a lot of time management. Yeah. And that kind of ties into the third thing I want to say. If you don't have a schedule, you gotta make one. You gotta make a schedule, otherwise everything's gonna be all over the place. Oh my gosh, it's horrible trying to do videos, trying to spend time with people you care about without having some form of a schedule, even if it's just to when you're going to record every day. Are you gonna record at like 10 in the morning so you could edit it, have it uploaded by 2 in the afternoon, and spend the rest of the afternoon relaxing, spending time with people that you want to spend time with, eating, showering, cooking, stuff like that, grocery shopping, whatever. It's important to have a schedule for even just one thing, saying, okay, every day at this time I'm gonna do this, and I'll have it done by this time and uploaded by that time. And it does take time. It does take effort, and it's hard. It's very, very hard. If you struggle with creating schedules, you need to make one, because it will make your life and time so much easier. I'm not joking. Do not underestimate the power of a good schedule. It will only help and benefit you. Please do it. Make a schedule and it would help you so very much. That's one other thing you will see some of the biggest YouTubers doing, is making a schedule, because it's so important. You gotta have that good schedule. You gotta have that consistency. I think I'm just gonna end it on number 4, because one reason, I'm starting to run long on time, and I want to try and get this out in a short amount of time, so pretty soon. And 2, there's certain things that I could have learned a lot more of had I spent a lot more time doing it, but I did not, so I don't want to just say, oh, I know everything, because I don't know everything, and I'm just trying to share with you guys what I do know at the moment. So, number 4 is that while this time affects your personal life, it can also affect you personally and your personality. And that seems like a lackluster thing to kind of end on, but it's very true. Because you're spending all your time doing these things, and you have to be careful not to look at the numbers. And I found myself kind of falling into that trap a little bit too, where if you're only focusing on the numbers, when your numbers start to go down or aren't moving anywhere, they kind of plateaued, that will affect you. You will begin to wonder, well, what am I doing wrong? Well, why am I not improving? And that's something that you need to understand. When people subscribe to you, they are investing time into you and believing you will improve over time. And if you're not showing that both to yourself and your audience, then they will lose interest, and you will in turn begin to doubt yourself and begin to wonder, well, what's going on? Why is this happening? And this is something that's prevalent on social media platforms, and it's prevalent with people who create content for these platforms. And it's not something, I don't want to say I was going into depression, because I sure as heck was not. But I was finding myself wondering, well, what do I do? Well, how do I improve myself? But it's a very interesting kind of moral, I guess, to end on. It's a very interesting moral. You have to know your value and know that no matter what, you just need to improve yourself and become better than the person you were the day before. That's basically it. Thank you very much for watching. If you learned anything from this video, leave a like or leave a comment. I would appreciate either or, and I would appreciate just your, I guess, outlook on it, because it is a very interesting ordeal that I kind of put myself through. And I'm glad that I did go through it, and I'm glad that we kind of not enjoyed it together, I guess. Because let's be honest, a lot of the stuff I uploaded was pretty subpar, pretty low quality, and that's not exactly where you want to be, so I'm thinking maybe I'll start uploading not every single day, but I'll upload almost every other day, so maybe. We'll see where this goes, and we'll see how it goes as well. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching, really do appreciate it, and as always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and just give me some of your opinions, some of your thoughts. Have you been a YouTuber for a while? Have you been uploading for a while? What are some things you feel like you could have done better? What are some things you feel like started changing for the better when you changed that about your content? I expect maybe 2 comments at most, but we'll see how that goes. Thank you all very much for watching, really do appreciate it. And as always, I am Pumpsquatch, being a dork or whatever I am. Goodbye. I really gotta fix the lighting.